Hi and welcome back to our garden. I've made a lot of videos about our chickens that we breed, but I do also enjoy knitting and I'd like to show you some of the knits which I've created today. I hope you enjoy them. Hi, my name's Fiona. As I said, I'd like to show you some of the garments which I've knitted. Now, I can't do any complicated stitches. I can manage knit and I can manage purl. And everything I'm going to show you today has been created by using only those two stitches. So hopefully you'll get some inspiration and you'll see that some intricate patterns can actually be created by using very, very simple stitches. There are 5 designs I'd like to show you. There's 2 cardigans, 2 pullovers and a coatigan. 4 are completely original designs, but the first one that I'll show you is adapted from a commercial pattern. And this is it. It's knitted in 100% British wool and it's an oversized cardigan. It makes it perfect for chilly days and it feels like I'm wrapping myself in a blanket. It's a simple pattern of knit and purl squares. I say it was adapted from a commercial pattern, so the adaptations I made were firstly, the original pattern had plain sleeves and I decided to continue the squares instead. Secondly, I like a collar which covers the back of my neck, so I added an extension to raise the collar. As a close-up to the pattern, it looks complicated. It looks like I've sewn patchwork squares together, but instead it's just stitch changes. So there's a square of knit, followed by purl, knit again, and then purl. The result is a patchwork illusion. It's very, very simple but effective. The next garment is a pullover and it's knitted in 100% soft cotton yarn. I think of it as my fisherman's top. It has a large funnel neck that I just love. Again, it's quite oversized, but it covers a multitude of sins. The design is simple. The main body is moss stitch. Now, moss stitch is a knit stitch followed by a purl stitch and then alternating this on the row above. On the neck, I've added another pattern. Again, it's simple and it's a row of knit followed by 2 rows of purl, a row of knit again, and then moss stitch. I duplicated this pattern on the bottom of the jumper. Now, as you can see, I've made the back slightly longer than the front, and this is so that my backside is warm in winter. This cardigan, I think of my Henry VIII jacket. It reminds me of a portrait of his where his jacket had a pleated peplum and a shawl ermine collar. It's knitted in 100% British wool from a breed of sheep called Jacobs. I've added pleats in this pattern, which sounds really complicated, but the pattern is very straightforward. It's a column of knit, followed by some moss stitch, with a column of knit again, and then there's a column of purl. Now this gives a very straightforward pleat effect. On the peplum, which is more of a skirt, you can see the column of purl has been gradually reduced, which makes the effect of the pleat more prominent. This is a more recent design of mine and it's a floor length coatigan that I've made in 100% Herdwick sheep British wool. The design can be worn as shown edge to edge, or it can be buttoned across as a double-breasted coat. Now this is my go-to garment when I'm travelling, as it doubles up as an extremely warm blanket if I need it. The design again is simple and it's a variation on the first cardigan that I showed you. All I've done here is made the alternate squares much smaller. Instead of 25 stitches per square, there are 3 stitches per square. I added a collar in moss stitch, and that adds to the military look. Now I had to double it over to ensure that it stood upright without any interfacing, but I really do like the effect it adds to the garment. This is my most recent design. Again, it's in 100% British wool and this time it's been dyed to a navy colour with flecks of other colours woven in. This pattern includes a more intricate claw shape that I've added to the peplum, the collar and ends of the arm. Now, it took me quite a while to work this out because bear in mind I can't cable knit, so I had to achieve this through basic knit and purl. The claw pattern itself are columns of knit surrounded by a section of moss stitch. And what I've done with the moss stitch is reduce it or increase it to give the illusion that the column of knit is moving left or right. It took me quite a while, but I love the way it's turned out. Again, I've added a stand-up collar, which is my preference for any cardigan or pullover, and this will be one of my favourites this winter. Now I hope you found some inspiration there for your next knit. I've started on a test square for my next knit, and that's just testing out the stitches and making sure that the pattern does work before I start on the larger garment. I'm actually using a 100% merino wool, and I got this in a 1 kilo cone from a new seller on eBay called yarnsales_UK, and I highly recommend them. The wool's amazing and they work directly with the mills that produce it. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you've got any questions for me, leave them in the comments section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications icon, you'll hear of any new videos as soon as they are available. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.